Like I said, there's examples of plenty of teams that spend money, the Mets, the Blue Jays, and some teams, like you said, when they see they're getting close, like Toronto saw they're getting close, they go out there and spend the money. Missing this World Series kills teams like Toronto, kills teams like the Diamondbacks, who went against the Rangers a couple years ago. It was really up for grabs for a team that ain't gonna win again in a long time to win.
Oof.
Because some teams go all in every year, some teams don't. The Yankees gonna spend, the Mets gonna spend, the Dodgers are gonna spend, but the Yankees didn't go all in. And people are upset. They talk about, oh, why don't they go get Todd Tucker? Why don't they go get this guy? And then the Yankees management tells you we don't need to make any moves. That's for people to react adversely to that. That's a panic reaction. You know why? Because the best move the Yankees can make is the no move, because Gerrit Cole's coming back. And when you add a
Ooh.
Cy Young Award winner, like I could go to free agent, sign a Cy Young Award winner, everybody like, it's
Okay.
over.
All right. Let
No,
me.
no.
Can I?
I don't need to make no moves on the Yankee. I'm gonna add me 20 wins into the mix next season and see where I go. Then I'll see after.
Okay.
Right?
Can I just interject with regard to that
I'm
point?
paying him 300 million already. You see what I'm saying? That's my guy.
Well. Here's the
That's my
thing.
free agent. The
We
20
have
winner Cy Young that's coming back.
you
So you
right,
can't
and
say you don't know what I'm just saying you don't know what the Yankees need to add yet. And that's why people are panicking, because you're adding a 20-game winner. You're assuming he's healthy. You're adding a 20-game winner and a Cy Young winner for the previous year that missed the whole season from an injury. You're bringing him back. You're adding potentially 20 games and another ace to go free and to your pitching staff. The Yankees are in great shape. People
but
just panic. You can't win the World Series every year in baseball, bro. It's not how it works.
well, all right. So let me push back just a tiny bit. All right.
Oh, sure.
Number one, Gerrit Cole will be coming off of a surgery year, of which we're not 100% certain how well he's going to perform back in the majors. All right. You saw Shohei Ohtani took a whole year off of pitching after he had his surgeries, and a couple other pitchers have those same type of ordeals. I can name Justin Steele,
He's
so on.
batter, though. He's a hitter,
Well,
though.
yeah, I mean, yeah, he did. He jumped on the other side of the dish.
Right?
But for the Yankees, unfortunately, I don't think that pitching completely solves the problem. For the last couple of years, we've been seeing a lot of fundamental issues with regard to the defense. And I mean, it reared its head again this year, even after seeing what happened in the fifth inning of the World Series last year. You saw Jazz make crazy, and I'm not one of these dudes to sit there and be like, we would have won if it wasn't for Jazz, missing that. That's not the case. We know that's not the case, but still, they're still haunted by these fundamental issues. And I think that what they tried to do, instead of like having what they would do in high school, which is send everybody to boot camp, they said, okay, we're just going to hire better defensive players. So you end up with Ryan McMahon from Colorado. You end up with Goldie from St. Louis. You end up with Belly from Chicago. And I think that that's been their game plan. Now, this year, they got Trent Grissom on he's up for grabs. They got Goldie is not necessarily he had a 1-year deal, so we don't know if he's going to go. So I don't know if just the pitching with regard to the Yankees is going to satisfy is going to cure all their ills, so to speak, because they're still going to have that same issue. You get a right. Remember, it was Gerrit Cole was in the fifth inning last year. He was a part of if he had ran the first base and met
Mm-hmm.
my man,
Yeah, covered the bag. Covered the bag.
my man from Chicago, Rizzo. If he had met Rizzo at the bag, but it was like a collective shutdown for and it feels after 2 years in the postseason having these issues, pitching won't now. You could say the pitching would have prevented a hit from being made in the first place, which could be the case, but ultimately, like fundamentally.
But we
I'm
don't know.
starting to lean on what Buck Martinez said. The Yankees fundamentally were not a good team,
Right? But I mean, I guess you can break all that down after the fact. But as we see, once you get to the playoffs, you just gotta play. All that stuff don't really matter like that. Like if a player performs over 162 games on a certain defensive level, I already know who he is, right? The numbers are there. That Chisholm ain't win a gold glove. He won a silver slugger to my knowledge. Right? So I mean he could make an error one day in the playoffs. That's just how it goes, right? 18 innings. Toronto needed to just win the game, and they would have been in parade by the next game. It would have been over by game 6. You can't like these are baseball things that no move you make in the off season is gonna figure this stuff out or work this stuff out for you. When it's time to do it, you have to do it. Then everybody can talk about, yeah, you were the one who did it. The Blue Jays had to win the 18 inning game. All they had to do. and they would have won the 2025 World Series. You're
You think
playing
so?
against a juggernaut who has been to the World Series like since 2017, 2018, 2020, 2023. I mean, they are
Yeah, yeah,
with with the same core, basically. Meaning you
yeah.
have Mookie, Clayton, the same leadership in the clubhouse. Then you add Freeman, right? Then you add Otani, but they've been winning. You're not gonna just beat the defending champs. And that's what I'm trying to tell my man Rod Parker, who he knows his baseball. He said the Dodgers were done. The defending
What he
champ
said?
is yeah, he was saying the Dodgers was done. Dodgers was done because he liked to be right. So he'll just keep going along with the Dodgers were done. But what I was seeing was, wow, the Dodgers are in great shape after that 18 inning game. Even after they won the
Yeah,
next game. I'm like, they only down three. They only got to win 2 games in a row.
yeah, yeah.
Why is that hard? The Blue Jays won game, lost the 18 inning game, and then won the next two, I believe. That's where they messed up. They fell a game short. Could have had the World Series. So for people to sit there and say, oh, the Dodgers, we always knew they were going to win. No, I remember many
Exactly.
conversations where people said during the year, the Dodgers are struggling to pitching. What they going to do with the
Yes,
pitching? The
exactly.
hitters are Mookie slumped the entire season, bro.
Yes.
So the Dodgers didn't just cakewalk to anything. They earned it. They earned it. And you know what they did? They said the $300 million guy that we brought in, we gonna see if he's the real deal. And unlike other guys that overpay for guys, he was worth the money. That's just it.
Mm.
He said, "Yo, this is what I do. Put me in prime
Mhm.
time. I could go 7, 8 innings, stifle these guys. They got nothing for me. Hey, other teams need their ace pitchers to do that. The Yankees ace pitchers never perform like that in crunch time. Toronto tried to put
Ooh.
some great arms together, but it didn't happen. The Dodgers made the moves. It wasn't, yeah, they spent the money to make the move, but now they'll make all that money back. Why? By winning
Oh yeah.
another World Series.
Oh, and not to mention, a lot of that money isn't coming directly to the accounts of these players because a good portion of it is deferred. Hallelujah.
Thank
So
you.
they're not even getting it. It's being put in a vault somewhere to collect interest, perhaps. And also, I think what I love, and I don't know how bad this sounds, but what I love is how Yamamoto made a whole host of American pictures look, forgive my language, like pussy.
Hello.
Because he was like, yo,
I was tweeting about
he had
that.
just started, and then he was asking for the ball at the end of the 18 inning game. If Teo hadn't hit, excuse me, if Freddie Freeman hadn't hit that home run at the end of the 18 inning game, Yamamoto was gonna go in there. And then he come back
Again.
around and wants to close, like he's showing y'all, look, and he's not some big Randy Johnson,
Now
some
say it
big,
again.
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all
He's
American
5'9".
mentality is pussy. That's a pussy mentality. And I tweeted
Yes,
that out. I said, damn, look at these Japanese players making us look terrible. And it's all
yes,
about the weak ass culture in America. We so focused, because I'm in that baseball culture, and trying to call the shots,
right,
control the type of players we want, control the players are when they come to your school, all the bullshit. But
100%.
but it's limiting you from seeing the players who can play two-way. You gonna tell me Japanese players, with all due respect, are more talented than American players? Just like in basketball now, all the European players is more talented than kids that grew up in Brooklyn. Like the
Yeah.
culture of American sports is killing us. It's what we're doing with this athletics, the type of coaching we have. I'm sure in Japan, a dad can't just wake up one morning and say, yo, I'm going to coach these kids because they respect the culture of the game. In America, your friendly neighborhood fuck boy, pardon my language,
Mm,
can coach a baseball team, a football team. Have you
mm.
ever played before, sir? No, but my son's a great player and I need a team where he can pitch every inning, and no matter how many times he strikes out, he can hit third and fourth still. In Japan, it's a little more competitive than that. Nah, you ain't make the 6U team because you wasn't good enough at 6U. I didn't make the 6U team. No, it don't matter how much money
Oh,
you pay us, Pop. We developing
that's good.
something.